Hello there, MegaMogwai here, and I got another MTG video for you guys today. And today we're going to feature some more elementals from our boy Pac-Man. In case you don't know who Pac-Man is, he is a longtime viewer and supporter of the channel and a J-Rock fanboy, as I like to label him, because he's always building decks around this card right here, and he's sending them to me constantly. He has this thing, like Led Zeppelini has this thing with Immortal Sun. Pac-Man is just a J-Rock enthusiast. I'm going to go ahead and label him as that. And he's always updated me with new, mad scientist sort of like creations. And to be honest, they're pretty fucking fun to play. So I'm going to showcase this 4-color Elementals deck that I have showcased on the channel before. But this is a more updated version of said list. Yes, you heard me right. We are 4 colors. We're playing green, black, blue, and red. So we can play both J-Rock and Omnath in the same build. Omnath alongside Jace, Wielder of Mysteries are our main win conditions / finishers. Most of the time we're going to be finishing off the game with Omnath though. So the deck here, the way it plays out is pretty cool because we basically have a bunch of elemental synergy going on, and we have a very strong curve when it comes to upon entry effects. So most of the value that we obtain from our elementals here is enabled upon entry. Like for example, Scampering Scorcher, right? On its own, it's just a 1/1, but it has a pretty powerful upon entry effect, which makes them really good targets for Neoform, which we are running as a 4 of, and is the heart and core and soul of this deck. This is the major enabler. This is what enables us to look for the likes of J-Rock through sacrificing a 1/1 Scampering Scorcher that has already provided us with his value prior, and that is really how this deck begins to flow, and the entire both early and late game curve is built around it. As we see, we're playing a 1 off of Fadabadur, a 1 off of Cloud King Seer, and we don't need multiple copies, especially of our high-end units, when we can tutor them so efficiently with Neoform in the right scenario. And something really cool about Pac-Man's approach towards 4-color elementals is his inclusion of 2 copies of Gruesome Menagerie, which I really like because they can be a very big power play by resurrecting a Risen Reef alongside a 2-mana and a 1-mana elemental to get some really strong setup and immediate value at the same time. So that is the main deck right there. When it comes to sideboard, we have 1 extra Healer of the Glade for aggro decks, triple Veil of Summer, and triple Noxious Grasp. I think we all know why this is a thing. We have 3 Lava Coils, 2 Chandra Acolyte of Flames, and 3 Overgrowth Elementals. So what I did is I recorded a best of 3 matchup in ranked, and I think it was a pretty high quality one as well. And hopefully you guys enjoy it, because I really do like playing this deck. And this deck is harder for me to narrate because there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of very key decision making. It's not an easy deck to pilot. It gets really complex, especially if things are going your way. So you're going to see me very focused at certain points in the match, but it's for the right reasons, right? Because you really got to make sure you sequence right. You don't mill yourself by accident. And you also, a lot of times, lethal presents itself, but not in the most obvious way. You have to really hunt for it, and it may take you a while to realize you have it. So yeah, having that said, hopefully you enjoy the match, and that's all I gotta say. That was the whole day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Whenever I play Pac-Man's Neoform decks, if I actually do get my strategy to go off, it can still be a difficult experience because there's a lot of stuff happening. And it's very easy to actually mess up your plays, and you also, like, if we didn't have the 1 off of Jace in the deck, like, it's very easy for you to mill yourself as well, right? There's a lot of things to consider. So it's not, you're not technically out of the woods, even if you get it going your way, which is, it can sound as discouraging for anybody who wants to play this deck, but it's so funny, it's so satisfying. And it's legit competitive, which is very nice. I'm gonna keep this hand. Generally speaking, you want a hand with either Risen Reef or Neoform, but I do have Arboreal Grazer into Temple of Mystery that can enable me to scry turn 1. And I think overall that's worth it. I'm gonna go turn 1 Monkey. Drop the temple, and yeah, I guess I'll keep that there. Kind of sucks I didn't draw that a little bit earlier, so I could play it for free. God fucking damn it. Mardu. This could be knights. Seems like it's knights. Which makes me really value these healer of the glades. I want to hold on to the second one though. And you may be asking why? Well, the reason is because I want to keep it for a potential Risen Reef. Ron Regisaur is something that we can, to a certain degree, chump block and stall. The question is how long we'll be able to pull that off. I'm gonna go for the Once Upon a Time here, and I will take the I'll take the Scampering Scorcher. As we drop this here and we play another one. Okay. Ain't that problematic. I'm gonna take the hit from that. We don't want to chump block with the Scorcher here. I want to play the Scorcher over the Jace because I need to make sure I have blockers. I could always just clear this if I use... Problem is I have to use 2 more. I lose all of these units, and then he just gets to keep that. So I'm just gonna continue to chump block here. I don't like the way it tapped, but what you gonna do? Okay. I'm gonna take the hit from that one. Okay, that's spooky. Okay, that Neoform is fantastic, though. That's we're going to be able to trick that twice. It's, you know.
Manipulation of the mind.
Of the mind.
Let's try this.
Unfortunately, we're in the red. Like just as we managed to get Jarok in there, we've okay, so we definitely have to block this. We definitely have to block you here. The other two kill us exactly. which means I wanna block like this, because I could get a gruesome menagerie. And Jirok is the most important component here. That's a fantastic draw.
Let's think this through.
Okay, that's decent. That gives me another blocker. This heals me up to 6. With this, if I attack, I heal up 14, right? No, I heal up 10. So I go up to 17, and then I have 2 chump blockers. So I definitely am going to attack. Now I could get Risen Reef. Or I could get this Scampering Scorcher, but I'm gonna get Risen Reef. Nice. 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 Nice, 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 nice. Okay, good. Good stuff. If I go for the Neoform here, I can do that and Neoform, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to play the Healer of the Glade, heal up 6 with Jirok. Get all that value rolling! Fuck yeah, nice. Very nice. We get to scry twice. Surprise, motherfucker. We have a total of 4 elementals, which means we go pew. And we go bam. Oh, nice. That's so sick. Whew, okay. Okay, so we're facing Mardu, so Noxious Grasp doesn't do anything here. Lava Coil definitely seems to be a must. Healer of the Glade as well. And I like Overgrowth Elemental as well. Oh! Okay, he just cried on goal. Nice best of 3 content, am I right? Hopefully this time we get an actual best of 3 series. And I'll keep. Because turn 1 monkey into turn 2 reef equals profit. We don't need another Scampering Scorcher. Plussing it to the bottom of the deck is actually a really good idea because it makes it so that if we get rolling, we won't draw it and thus nullify the Neoform. Like, we can always search it with Neoform. Now we drop the Reef. This is pretty ideal. And if we don't get removed here, then we can get going. Okay. Alright, so Petty Theft. I wonder if he has like Teferi, Time Raveler as well? Okay, because he had that. Makes sense. I'm gonna play like this, because I want to start flooding the board a little bit, considering I'm facing Azorius Control, most likely. I need to start being a little bit aggressive. I am lacking red mana.
Sorry I'm late.
And this combats Teferi really well. If he bounces the Cloud Seer, I'd... Really? Like, he's just giving me value if he does something like that.
Here goes nothing.
The cool thing is, while we do lack red mana, on the bright side, we have Gruesome Menagerie enabled. Okay, we're going to be able to finish that off. I think we definitely do go Scorcher here. Scorcher into Healer of the Glade. Because we're going to apply pressure here. We smack him for 1, boom, boom, and boom.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
That's the neat thing about these elemental creatures here is that, you know, if my opponent wants to balance him, that's fine. We should be worrying about Time Wipe, which comes next turn. So this turn, and there's no Set of the Wreckage, which is really nice. So we're going to go face, because face is the place. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could have a counter spell though. We want to play the Leaf King Druid, not only to trigger our Risen Reef, but because he's gonna have to go for the Time Wipe now, otherwise he loses. And as he goes for the Time Wipe, we're gonna go for the Gruesome Menagerie. He has to tap himself out here, basically, which makes it so that we can... Because if I play Omnath, he could just counter, but this play makes it so that if he does board wipe me, I can come back at him with Menagerie here. And I can continue to apply, yep, set pressure. I could have tried to set up the Jarok, but against this deck, like, there's a billion things that could go wrong with just playing Jarok on an empty board. And just that be my only play. Like, even if he doesn't get countered, like, my opponent's just going to be able to bounce him and I just lose everything. But with this setup, I get to both ramp and refill my hand with different options. The more I go up in mana, the more ways I'll be able to threaten him. And Omnath is a legit win condition here. And that is a pretty weak turn, isn't it? That means he's dead, right? With Thunderkin Awakener? You're dead. Oh my Wamu. Shit that. Oh! Bitch slap! Alright, game one. So we're facing some sort of Azorius aggro. Aggro control. So what can we do here? I mean, Veil of Summer makes a whole lot of sense. Because he may not be discarding us, but he definitely can still counter our plays. I don't know about Noxious Grasp, to be honest. I do like Chandra, though. Chandra definitely applies pressure in this matchup. We don't really need the healers of Glades too much. Jarok is also cool. Like I like Jarok because of Neoform, right? But I can drop the Grey. I can drop a couple of Arboreal Greys, just to be honest. I could play Glades instead because they are elementals, so they do help us with all the draw shenanigans. And we can go with this. I think this is good. Because even though Grazer allows us to technically ramp, which is nice, it doesn't. It literally does nothing else, barring giving us a Neoform target. But Healer is an elemental and procs the Risen Reef, which is really important. This hand, for obvious reasons, is a no-no. This'll do. We have Veil of Summer, Neoform, Once Upon a Time, and Tamayo. I don't know what to drop here. I guess Tamayo. I do guess Tamayo because Tamayo is a bit slower. She's good in this matchup, don't get me wrong, but I value Neoform more, and I think turn 1 Once Upon a Time can really go a long way. I am going to keep that there. Definitely a counter spell. Which we should not be playing into. We're gonna, you know, let that go through. Interesting. I don't mind that there. I'm gonna set up the Risen Reef.
thank me later.
I have to go for that now.
I'll protect you.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, potentially 8 mana. I could play this and Neoform into that. Okay.
Well, that didn't pan out.
We can figure a way out of this. This will come in handy.
I'm gonna play Jason Steph if he's gonna go with that. Even though Jace is technically a potential win condition, I'd rather take this route.
That's more like it.
And getting rid of mass manipulation is nice. If he counters the Risen Reef, I can always resurrect it. These are 2 key cards to mill. He could easily have some counter spells here. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So we either go double Neoform. We can try out Scam Pre-Squinch. Problem is Gadwick can tap my Awakener. Okay.
Hey, that was uncalled for.
That's interesting.
This might be a bad idea.
Double Neoform can be tricky. We also don't have Gruesome Menagerie enabled, unfortunately. Like, we need one more source of black mana. So even if we were to draw it now, we wouldn't be able to cast it. So this is a situation for sure. Okay, he's tapped out. He's tapped out, which is pretty big for us.
It's a matter of give and take.
Okay, that's exactly the kind of card that I need to draw. So if we play, okay, so we can bop this into, yeah, we do that first. We always do that first. We do this. I need to focus a bit here. Actually, I'm gonna play you first. Okay. Now we do this. I should have done that the other way. I fucked up. Oops. Ah, I messed up. I was thinking about what if I draw something key here. We're running out of time, but we have a total of 6 mana, so we can do this. We got just the mana for this.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
We take out the fairy and we flood the board. He needs a time wipe here. He's gone for 2 already, though. We need to make sure we don't run. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, that's... Okay, please get out of the way. 23 cards, okay.
I've learned a bunch of new burn spells today. Go get 'em, buddies!
That's 1 Omnath. This is 1 Omnath there. No there. So now we sack this. We get the Omnath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 1 more. Let's get this this Gallade in there. Wait, did I? No, I miscounted, right? I miscounted. We're fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Alright, it's time. Oh my wamo. Shidano! Surprise, motherfucker. Attaboy! I probably went a little bit quiet there for a second, but there's so many different options. Those are like... There's so many different routes I can take, and there's so much things to account for. Like, how many of these, like, do we have left in the deck, you know? And I was like, okay, I have 2 Omnats, but I was making sure that the other one was in exile, then I forgot about it. And then it's like, you gotta keep track of, like, a lot of stuff, and then you gotta duplicate those calculations because of Jarok, so it's just like, it's a mess for my slow brain, is what I'm trying to get at. But, yeah, pretty long video, considering we featured... I guess we could say it's a best of 3 series and a half, in a way. But it worked pretty well for us. We did pretty good today. Gotta pat myself on the back. There we go. Alright. So leave a like for Neoform. Hopefully you guys liked its deck. Shoutouts to Pac-Man. Never really get tired of this list, and got some really good games with it today. So, yeah. Have a whole day. English. Enjoy. Hopefully you enjoying the daily MTG content. As I've probably mentioned several times before, I will be in Japan as these videos are being uploaded. I'm bulk recording on a Monday, and yeah, hopefully you guys appreciate it. So yeah, have a whole day. Hope you like the games, and I will see you tomorrow.